The role is marketing, fundraising, coding, HR.
ये तो possible है.
Yeah, I hope your presentation is visible to everyone. Is the slide moving?
Yes, yes.
All right. So the number of people we have 48. So shall we start or shall we wait for a minute? Okay. So we'll start the session. Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. So welcome back to another session of book call. So my name is Arun and I'm launched by Anil and Shanti, coached by Murthy and Alaikya, and mentored by Dayanand and Ratna. So today, we have come to the sixth chapter of leadership wisdom. So already the previous speakers have already shared about like how leadership wisdom works and what all things we need to take care. Now today I'm going to talk about rituals of human relationships. So see, this is the second ritual. So yesterday, like we have learned about the first ritual, and this is the second one. So human relations. So here, like we need to understand building strong connections for leadership success. So how can this a human relation actually works to build this to get this leadership success is what you're going to learn it today. So just basic introduction about the ritual of human relation. So if you have to understand the core concept, the importance of fostering meaningful relationship in the leadership. So how can leaders create lasting and impactful connections? So this is what we are going to understand. So today the entire session is going to be little interactive, and I just made it simple so that we can understand the core concepts of what is this like ritual of a human relationship, and why we talk about leaders. They have a very different position in their what is it in society and in the groups of people, and how are they actually leading. So this is what we will be understanding. So this is the beautiful sentence I have actually picked up from the book. So if you can understand, like people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So this is the statement, very wonderful statement. If we really understand the depth of this meaning, then we can really understand. So we even if we really look at our leaders in our community, so we don't actually get connected to how much they know, but how much care they actually taking care of us as a leaders is what we actually look into it. So even this statement was multiple times being uttered by Murthy also. Like we have heard about this thing multiple times when with respect to human relations or anything relation between a couple, when then we listen to this particular statement. So moving upon the first core concept. So first concept we need to understand here, we need to do that like a foundation of relationship. So how is this foundation of relationship happens? So first statement, if we really relate to it, it is that trust and empathy are at the heart of effective human relationship. So if you really understand the core concept, then it's the foundation is trust and empathy. So if you are really having these two qualities, then there is a possibility that you can be a leader, right? So build trust through authenticity and consistency. So these are the two terms which we are already being hearing multiple times in different book calls. So if you have this authenticity, okay, and then consistency, so these two things actually build that particular trust. Okay, so show empathy by understanding and valuing others' perspectives. So this is what we have to keep looking at it. It's not that always whatever we think is right, but always like we need to see win-win situation. So we have to understand what people are actually having a thought process or how they actually understand the concept. So here I'll just come up with a beautiful example of Howard's Sulnas. He's actually a Starbucks CEO. So he actually builds a Starbucks culture around valuing employees and customers, creating a sense of belonging. And that is what the brand has been created. And that is what people they really like because every feedback is being taken it in a very positive way. And that is how the leaders actually set this foundation of relationship. So that's how the brand is created. So now let's move upon the second concept. Okay, second core concept is active listening. So when we talk about listening, so we have to be very attentive in listening to what our leaders are saying, and we have to understand what their intentions are. Okay, so listening deeply, fostering understanding, and builds rapport. So if you really understand what our leaders are talking or telling every day in different calls and in different meetings and all, if you really understand deeply the sense, then definitely we'll have that particular rapport, and that's how we get connected. So while doing that process, what is that we need to keep in mind is, so always like have this point in mind, avoid interrupting, focus fully on the speaker. So this is what the key takeaway that you can take it from this core concept too, and ask open-ended questions to show genuine interest. So if you really have any questions or anything that you want to know further, so you have to always go with open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are something which actually dig deep into the concept, and you'll get more information about the concept. And that is what usually we have in our webinars. A lot of people actually ask different questions, but they end of the day, like we come to the core concept, that is core information, insulin resistance, and that is how we actually get connected. So here I come up with another example of Satya Nadella. He's a Microsoft CEO known for his empathetic leadership style, transformed Microsoft culture by listening to employees and customers. So this is what the very important thing. So leaders have this what is it, ability to listen to others. Okay, so this is the nature, like this is the quality that we have to inculcate in ourselves. So like even like if you see the CEO of Microsoft is such in such a big position, but still he actually listens to his employees, and then he takes that feedback from the customers. And that is what even we are trying to do it in our WWW calls, right? So we are trying to seek feedback from our clients, like how they are actually understanding this concept of the morning calls and what is that better we can do it further. So now that's the second core concept, active listening. First one is the foundation. Okay, the second one is active listening. And now coming to the third core concept, it is very much evident. It is like appreciation and recognition. So how is this works? So if you really look into the concept, so recognizing contributions strengthens relationships and boost morale. Now this is what the core concept of this concept three. So where is publicly appreciating efforts and achievements. If you really look into our community, so every 3 months, every month, every now and then, whenever there is any get together, whether it is online or offline, we always see that we actually appreciate one or the other person's achievements, or we always celebrate the core achievements. And this is what people they get that moral, and they actually come forward to do something better every day or every month. And this is what the growth happens. So publicly our coaches are always ready to appreciate the performance or the achievements of our team members, whether the people who have come for the first time in the reboot or who are already there existing for a long time. No matter what we do, they don't judge us based on our ability or based on what we do, but always the appreciation. If someone is doing good, then appreciation is always there from our leaders, and that is what we see in this community. So publicly we get appreciated, and for the efforts what we are putting in. Okay, even though we are not achieving it to a certain level, still our coaches are appreciating, and that is the third best quality of a leader. Okay, so provide constructive feedback in supportive manner. So I think whatever I'm actually, whenever I was when I was trying to prepare this PPT, every statement whatever Murthy have said, almost like everything is being seen in each and every slide. So that is how I actually relate, and that's how actually it's getting connected. So with that we understood that like how leaders they have become so perfect by listening or going through all these books and all, right? And now, like I'll come up with one more example, live example of Richard Branson. He is a Virgin Group founder. Emphasizes praising employees regularly, believing happy employees create happy customers. So the last statement, I hope you all have heard. So happy couples make happy, okay, business. So this is what the statement like we keep hearing. So if we make our clients happy, automatically we get that references and all. So that is what always see that we are always striving for that recognition and appreciation, even a small thing that whatever we have done it. So if we can get that appreciation, we feel something in the next level. Okay, so these are the three core concepts that we need to keep it. And now when it comes to practical applications for leaders. So till now we have just understood the concepts of how to build that human relationship and how leaders actually take this forward. Now let's understand about the practical applications, how leaders actually put this into it. So now how to strengthen human relationship in leadership strategies. So this is the concept that we are learning. Okay, and here in this first one, if we really look into it, so schedule regularly one-on-one meetings to connect personally with the team members. Now, what does it shows? So we are already doing this. So there is nothing new that we are learning. We are already doing this for building human relationship. So every monthly meeting, every quarterly meeting, every like we are meeting for FED, almost like whatever meet, even online also we are meeting every month. First of second of every month we are meeting to celebrate the previous month achievements and all, right? So everything is already said. So the second point, like create a culture of open communication where everyone feels heard, right? So that is what even like lot of times Dayanand keep asking, okay, what is your opinion, what is your feedback? So how can we make our community even much better? Okay, so all the feedbacks, all the opinions and all, everybody, no matter what, which position they belong, so leaders always have an open ear to listen to what all people are giving, and based on the best communication or best possible thing, they take that particular advice and start implementing. And that is what our community was just started with 4 people, and now we are, a lot of people have added their hands and they are actually trying to contribute to the next level, and that is what every day we are becoming better and better. And now coming to the third one, celebrate milestones and small wins. So again, the same thing. So even a small achievement, we are actually celebrating. So core meetings are actually for celebrating. 9% leadership is actually for celebrating. So every small win we actually appreciate on by calling them onto the stage and all these things. Okay. And the fourth one, if we look into it, invest in team building activities to open bounds. Okay. Now when it comes to the same thing, we have just started with this is the first time, like when we talk about Shimla trip, this is the first time we are not having any meetings regard to what you say earlier, whatever meetings we have to share that knowledge or then talk about the planning and strategy. But Shimla team meeting was completely for team building activities. So we played in ice. So we have like we have almost like everybody come together. There was nobody that they are somebody who is into diamond or EDC or platinum or even a core, new core, nothing like that. Everybody come together and we were interacting, like we involved in some kind of an activities. Okay, and that deepens our bond. So that relationship, even like when we talk about that recent trip of a thing, like each platinum they have come up with their own teams, and they could able to understand each other well, and the bondage between each of them have become even better. So when it comes to the example, so here I would like to show you a small video. Okay, so I'll just stop the presentation here. So I'll just want to show you a video. Just a minute. Yeah, so can you all see the screen? Yeah. So this is the it's a Google TGIF meeting which has happened in December 1999. So way back, very long back, like we all know about Google. And that is what I'm trying to tell. So just watch that random meeting, how it was actually conducted, and what is this TGIF. I will let you know once we watch this video. So this is the first meeting which has happened after the initiation of Google after 1 year. So you can just see the CEO of Google, okay, Larry Page. Okay, and these are the people who are there in his organization in the first batch of Google development. Okay, so you can just see how, whether you take it as formal or informal, everybody was sitting in different position in that. Okay, and when I was actually watching this thing, then I relate to it. So how simple our founders are. So we had almost like this kind of a, you can see on the table there are some cakes and all. We have kept it for team recognitions and celebration, right? So everything was very, it's all to build that human relationship. Okay. So they are celebrating the so-called okay, closed group, okay, founders. And when I watch this particular thing, then I relate that almost like everything is happening. And now look at it, there's celebrations and everything, right? I just stop it here. Okay. So I'll just play the PPT once again. Yeah. So yeah. Now, are you able to see this slide again? Yeah. Now you can just relate to it. Now Google TGIF meeting encourages. Now this is what I wanted to show that particular thing. Okay, encourages open discussions between leaderships and employees. Exactly the same thing. If I really relate to it, so TGIF is thank God it's Friday. So the meaning of TGIF is thank God it's Friday meeting. So every weekend, like if you really relate, abroad they work for 5 days, and Friday they just set off and they go for weekend, right? So that is how the meeting conducts, and they actually share that open feedback from the employees, and leaders and employees they come together, and that is what we are seeing now. When we actually relate to it, recent meetings whatever we have with our founders, they are very close to us, and the bond is already formed too strong. And we are into the beginning of that community pioneering. Now we are coming up with the app. Okay, so almost like every silver and up is part of this particular meeting. Okay, so we also have a different TGIF meetings in a different format. But the only thing is now if I relate to it, when I show 1999, that how the meeting has happened. Now look at where Google is standing. So it's almost like number one in the world, right? So a similar way now, well, since we have just started with a small group of people, now we have got all these things. We are following all these books and all, everything we are just following. So definitely in couple of years, where our community Welsons would be standing. So this is what I just a gist of idea that I wanted to show you. That brings a lot of confidence. So only the thing is we just need to focus on the building the human relationship. So now when it comes to overcoming challenges, so what is that like? Even leaders also have come up with challenges, right? So how do they overcome? Now this is what you need to understand. So navigating difficult relationships. So some challenges they come across a relationship. How do they actually address that? So it actually address conflict directly and calmly. So this is the first step, and seek to understand before being understood. I think this is a statement Murthy keeps saying, right, in multiple meetings and all. So we have to seek to understand before being we understood what is it. Okay, and then build a resilience by focusing on shared goals and values. So when we talk about our community always talks about goals and values. So this is what the strong pillar system, and that's how we got connected. And the building resilience is what we are actually focusing on. So here comes up with an example. So we have Nelson Mandela. So his ability to coincide and unite opposite sides in South Africa, is a powerful example of fostering human relationship under challenging circumstances. As you all know, Nelson Mandela, he fought for the black, and South Africa, a lot of black were there, and he has actually fought with the entire world, and he got that like recognition to the blacks. And that is what so he has taken that in situations like challenging situations also, leaders they emerge by having that ability to reconcile and get people to a unity. And this is what we need to understand. And if we have this particular thing in us, then definitely we have that leadership wisdom. Now, the overall reflection, if we really look into it. So now these are the three questions we have to ask to ourselves. How do I currently invest in building relationship with my team? Now, this is what the question that we need to ask to ourselves. If at all we are a leader and we have a team. Okay. And the second thing is, do I actively listen and show empathy in my daily interactions? So whenever we have a platinum calls, so do we really actively listening to our downlines or team members, and then giving being empathetic to what they are talking and all? So this is what we need to check ourselves. And then coming to the third question, what steps can I take to better recognize and appreciate others? So again, if you really look into it, so definitely all these questions are very much important to all of us. So even though you are the first member in the community, definitely you're going to have a team very soon. So you can actually have this particular thing. So if you ask these three questions to ourselves, definitely we can build that strong relation with respect to human relationship. Now, yeah. So if everything happens in the thing, whatever way, you can just see strong relationship are the bridge to trust, collaboration, and success. So if we work together and if we, what do you say, we do SWOT analysis with each other, we get to know about our strength and weakness of each other, then definitely as a team. So it's a collaborative effect. So as a team, having the trust factor, we are going to grow big, and definitely the success is on our path. So this is what the conclusion. And before we could end the recap, I'm going to do it. So building strong human relationship is essential for effective leadership. So leadership and human relationship, they are almost like you can interrelate to each other. So they are actually connected. And then to make it happen, trust, empathy, and appreciation are the key pillars of lasting communication connections. So trust, empathy, and appreciation. These three things that we need to keep it in my mind. And finally, so true leaders touch hearts before asking for hands. So if you can keep this statement in our mind, definitely it is going to be showing wonders. So true leaders touch hearts before asking for hands. So before they could take our support, they actually get listed into our hearts. And this is what the today's presentation. So thank you so much. One second. Yeah. So that's all for today's presentation. So leaders can raise their hand. Yeah. So we start with Sudha.
Yeah, great afternoon, everyone. So, simple presentation, but the content is having so much of depth, I can say. So, each and every statement, they are simply filled with so much of importance in it. And the first and very important statement, we can, even refer in the book how to influence people. So, in the book also, they have mentioned about people don't care about how much we know until they know how much we care for others. So that itself have a lot of meaning about how we have to care about the relationship in the first place more than anything else. So we have to give importance to the other person. We may be knowing many things, but it is not important for the other person. They are in need of something else. So we have to take care about their needs at the first place. That is very important, and that is very much, we understood in depth when we enter into this community, even for, irrespective of their levels or irrespective of their, pin positions, everything. Our founders actually give equal importance to everybody, even they are, stepping into a level zero. From the founders we can get everything, whatever that you have presented, like the kind of trust they have on each and every person. We don't know actually how fast they will grow in this community, but still they will have the equal amount of trust in everybody, and that trust actually brings the potential in the opposite person. So when we keep on telling about that, you can able to do everything, so the other person can able to realize his abilities. That is the first point I want to get from this, even from the presentation also. And the second important thing is about the empathy in listening. So we will be, empathy in listening is, it is also the part of active listening. So we may be listening to the others words in a intention to respond to them, not in an intention to understand their feelings. They have so much of information to be shared through their talk, but we will have our reservation points, so that we don't even want to continue the their talk also. We will stop them in between. We want to give our kind of conclusion even before they conclude actually. So that kind of attitude should be, what I should say, we have to avoid that disturbing in between the talk. That is, I want to learn more about active listening. And even more, you told about appreciating and praising people. So only happy people will perform better. So that is proven actually. So if you want to make people happy, they'll be happy not just because of the rewards or something, because of the income levels or something like that. When you praise somebody for the good deeds, whatever they do, they will feel happy and they will perform much better than what they are doing. So that rewards and recognition in front of others is very important. If you want to give a good recognition to the other person, be it in front of many people whom you want to congratulate. So in front of all the other team members, when we talk about the, even if it is a small thing, as you mentioned, like small wins, even if it is a 9% event, we are celebrating it in a bigger forum, right? So that itself shows that how important is that small win for a emerging leader. So these are kind of leadership traits that you have mentioned today. So those are very important. I simply enjoyed that presentation, Arun. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And from my side, Hema is there. So over to you, Hema. You can share your implementation.
Hema, can you raise your hand? Can you unmute? Yeah, you can unmute now.
Great afternoon, one and all. It's a very excellent presentation, Arun. So I'm simply enjoying the presentation and I'm remembering where I have to improve the activities. Really, I don't have some active listening, so I don't have patience. When people are talking in between, whatever I wanted to tell, I used to interrupt, and then I thought I will forget. And then before itself, I try to tell whatever I wanted to tell them. So that is now I strongly decided. So need to have some patience in listening. So let their talk completes. Then we have to tell whatever I wanted to tell. That part I should be improved. That's empathy in listening. And so already many activities are implementing by our coaches. Simply we have to follow them to build human relationships and then activities. Simply if we follow the coaches and mentors, and then we can succeed, I believe. Thank you, Arun.
Yeah, thank you, Hema. Next over to Vishala. You can unmute, Vishala.
Yeah, great afternoon, and everyone. So today, like how a leader should be, it's we need to inculcate many things actually. So we are doing it. So, but it should be again a consistent effort should be there. So where we are, as you are telling, each phrase is already we are into it. Key concepts what you have mentioned, trust and the empathy, and yes, it should be built with even with the clients, as you told, like if we build the trust and that empathy in the diet process, definitely we could get the best relationship with them and they will be referring automatically. And along it should be done along with with the team as well. So if I want to become a good leader, these all should be there. And next thing was like listening deeply to the context what they are telling. So without listening to them, even maybe clients are telling, that's why sir says even client does wrong, we should not blame them or we should not be angry on them. So that's what, so we need to show that listening skills also, active listening should be there. So and next is appreciation and recognition. So definitely even for our that's what we are doing it here. So even the clients, diet clients, or even the team, so if they're losing the weight, and also we are appreciating with some of the things, so there comes a relationship building also. So the overall part what you have shared today, so I have learned like still we need to be more patient enough to get into every active part what we are doing. So then only the relationship will be more strong and we could get that success forward, the trust and empathy will be built. So I want to work on this skill, so active listening and be more patient on. So if I can do this, all the key concept what you have said, it will be related to that. So thank you, Arun. So Swati, you can share your, raise your hand.
Yeah, I have unmuted. Sorry.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Swati Anirudh, launched and coached by Vishala Pratap. So it was a wonderful session, sir. So I have taken many inputs from this. So coming to the first thing, like as a leader, we need to be very proactive. Like if that is completely wrong, we need to take stand, which is like what exactly we need to focus on so that our followers will be following the same thing. If you are in a correct path, 100%, they'll be learning the same from us too. So always we need to schedule like one meetings to everyone so that builds a strong relationship between us and our downlines or the clients, whatever it may be, that plays a vital role here. So I think it's an important point that we need to stay focused, whatever they want to express, if we give some time for them so that they'll be very what we say that feel free to share everything. So this relationship plays a vital role. So as a leader, we need to maintain this 100% for sure. And also like what we say, yeah, strong relationships, as you said, that strong relationships are the bridge to trust, collaboration, and success. I 100%, I agree with this statement. So as a leader, going forward, I want to take all these inputs, and first I need to be 100% so that I can give my followers the same. So thank you so much for this call, sir.
Yeah. So thank you, Ramya. Next, Archana.
Yeah, great afternoon, one and all. Wonderful presentation as usual, Arun, from your end. Yeah, so every time and every minute, I'll be haunted with one thought. Am I a correct or great leader? And am I giving proper support to my team and all? So at that time, this whatever your presentation have given some ray of hope. So where and all I need to improve, because I have dealt with two coaches. So Himaja and Murthy sir. So Himaja is always empathetic, building relationships, and Murthy sir is a very quite straightforward person. So once I'm taking the mixture of my both coaches, at times I'll be very straightforward, and at times I'm just building relationships. I'm not getting any work from them because we are in a mutual benefit show. So now by listening to your presentation, I got some implementations which I need to follow or with more focus. One is navigate the things so quietly and smoothly. Whenever they are telling something, I'll be in a hurry to answer them or to correct them or to annoy the conversations. But still, I need to improve that patience to go that conversation in a smooth way. And next is, of course, empathetic listening. So because of that so-called word called empathy, we are getting so many referrals, and easily the core is getting done month by month. But whereas we are getting some glitches in forming the team. So I just want to implicate that empathy in platinum calls, and always I just want to see myself what I want to speak, and whether I have delivered the same to my team in an empathetic way by building strong relationship or not. Like, journaling, even platinum calls should be my first priority of implementation. So that I learned from your presentation. Thank you so much, Arun. And from my team, actually, I want to listen from Dr. Rupa. If she is available, she can raise the hand, because struggling to become a great leader. So I just want to listen from her. If not, if she is not available, I want to listen from Kavya. They can raise their hands.
3 business ideas for you. Number
If you can raise your hand, yeah. Yes, Kavya. Unmute.
Yeah, very good afternoon, sir. Very nice information and presentation given by you. Thank you for that. The very sentence which touched my heart is true leaders touch hearts before taking the hands of team. That one actually. Whenever I see our leaders, my team, who are training me, they actually inspire me a lot, motivate me a lot. Even Daya sir, Murthy sir, they all are very inspiring, and whenever I speak to their words, even the vibes of them, before seeing them in physical meet, also even on the screen, the vibrations of those leaders, how a perfect human can be just like this. That kind of a special vibration I used to feel and see in them whenever I watch. Not only they, the other leaders who have shared their inspiring stories in level 0 and level 1 workshop, while listening to their stories or the content they are providing, each one they contributed their time and energy to make us actually. It may be indirectly, not directly. That means once they recorded and providing their information, but I can see there in everyone, they are leaders like that. I'm implementing all those things by seeking them. Uh, Even more, I need to improve a lot, building confidence, or and also active listening. It plays a major role in building human relations and empathy. This is what actually in families lagging a lot, while missing a good relationships and everything. Trust, it automatically builds a honest relationship. Any human relationship, or even clients, when they come up to us to start their diet journey, there should be some trust factor. The way we need to cultivate them, yeah, you can do it like this. Motivation or trust, this is the main thing. We can automatically we lead. I think, I feel so. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Kavya. Next, Kalim.
Yeah, thank you, Arun. Yeah, ఇట్స్ నైస్ ప్రజెంటేషన్. మోర్ ఓవర్ ఆ వీడియో చాలా బాగా అనిపించింది. యా, ఎందుకంటే యాజ్ యూజువల్గా మనం గ్యాదర్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఏఎల్ఎస్ ట్రిప్లో కానీ అక్కడ మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు అందరూ, దట్ మీన్స్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో డిఫరెన్సెస్ బిట్వీన్ యువర్ ఏ కోర్ పర్సన్, యువర్ 15% ఆర్ 18% ఆర్ ప్లాటినం ఆర్ ఫౌండ్స్ ప్లాటినం ఆర్ బియాండ్ డైమండ్ అయినా కానీ అందరికి ఈక్వల్ సీటింగ్ ఇచ్చి కింద పైన కూర్చున్నప్పుడు ద గ్యాదరింగ్ అది గుర్తొచ్చింది వైల్ యువర్ షోయింగ్ దట్ వీడియో. రియల్లీ ఇట్స్ ఏ ఫెంటాస్టిక్ కాన్వర్జేషన్ అంటే ఒక ఇంటరాక్టివ్ అనిపించింది. మోర్ ఓవర్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే, కమింగ్ టు ద టాపిక్ టుడే, యా, ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే చాలా చోట్ల వినున్నామంట, మనం మూవీస్లో కూడా చూస్తున్నాము. ఏంటంటే డబ్బు ఉన్నంత మాత్రాన కంఫర్టబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది కానీ సంతోషం, ఆనందం, ఆ బాండింగ్ ఉండదు అనేసి. ఎక్కడైతే వెన్ ఇన్ స్మాల్, ఇప్పుడు కష్టాల్లో ఉన్నా కానీ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఆ బాండింగ్, ఆ ఎమోషనల్ బాండింగ్ ఉంటే మనతో పాటు నడవడానికి నిలబడతారు అనేసి. దట్ మీన్స్ ఆ లీడర్కి ఆ క్వాలిటీస్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ద పీపుల్ విల్ కమ్ అస్ విత్ అస్, మనతో పాటు నిలబడతారు, స్టిక్ ఆన్ అవుతారు. అదే అంటే ఈ ఈ వెల్సన్స్ కమ్యూనిటీలో మోర్ దెన్ ఏ మనీ ఆ బాండింగ్ అంటే వీళ్ళతో ఉంటే చాలురా బాబు అనే ఆ ఫీలింగ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, అది ఆ లీడర్స్ మన కోచెస్ మన లీడర్స్ వచ్చేసి అది ఇన్కల్కేట్ చేయగలిగారు. దట్ టు ఈ కాల్ చూసిన తర్వాత నేను కూడా డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ వాంట్ టు పాస్ టు మై టీమ్ ఆల్సో. ఆ ఎమోషనల్ బ్యాంక్ ఆ ట్యాంక్ని ఖచ్చితంగా ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయాలి. దట్ వన్. అండ్ అనదర్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ దట్ సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే వైల్ యు ఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ విత్ టీమ్ అండ్ అవర్ డైట్ క్లయింట్స్, ఎంపథెటిక్ లిజనింగ్ ఒకటి. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు కొంతమంది చెప్తారు ఏంటంటే మ్, ఏదో ఒకటి మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటారు, నేను ఇది చేయలేకపోయాను అనుకుంటే ఇవన్నీ వినకుండా మనం చెప్పాలనుకున్నది చెప్తాం, కానీ వాళ్ళది విన్నది ఒకసారి విని దానికి యాప్ట్గా సొల్యూషన్ ఇవ్వగలిగితే బెస్ట్ అనేది ఆ ఎంపథెటిక్ లిజనింగ్లో ఆ కాల్లో అర్థమవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకోటి లాస్ట్లో ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్పావు, స్వాట్ అనాలిసిస్, స్ట్రెంగ్త్, వీక్నెస్, ఆపర్చునిటీ అండ్ థ్రెట్స్ అనేసి. డెఫినెట్లీ ఏదైనా కానీ పర్ట్ ఎవాల్యుయేషన్లో కానీ సిఆర్ఎం టెక్నిక్లో కానీ అది నిజంగా ఈ స్వాట్ అనాలిసిస్ అనేది చాలా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ విల్ యూస్ టు డైలీ, అది వీక్లీ వన్స్ ఆ జర్నలింగ్లో మనం ఖచ్చితంగా నేను చేస్తాను. దీస్ ఆర్ ద 3 పాయింట్స్ ఐ వాంట్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్. అనదర్ ఫోర్త్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే స్మాల్ సక్సెస్ని కూడా రికగ్నైజ్ చేయడం అనేది కూడా అది నేను సరిగా చేయట్లేదు. డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ యూస్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ దిస్ పాయింట్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ. అంటే చిన్న చిన్న సక్సెస్కి కొందరు రాస్తుంటారు అనమాట మన కోచెస్ బాగా చాలా లెంతీగా, అది నాకు అలవాట్లేదు. ఒక 2-3 లైన్లో రాస్తుంటాను. బట్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ యూస్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ దట్ పాయింట్. ఫ్రమ్ మై టీమ్ రాధిక ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు షేర్. రాధిక అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. వాంట్ టు లిసన్.
Radhika, you need to raise your hand. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, unmuted you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Hi, good afternoon, one and all. Thank you so much, Arun, for your presentation. So, first point I would speak about is like happiness, as you said. Yes. And moreover, what I would say is our mentors already have been doing every point you have mentioned, and we have been seeing them also like through ages and all, how they are taking care of us in every point, like whether it's happiness or trust or whatever, listening skills, being empathetic and rewarding also in every point. So the same things are being told or spoken about in the book also. So happiness, as you have told, that it increases the productivity of any person when you are in the work environment. So that is the reason, I guess, why like it gives a rejuvenating mind also. That is why I think our mentors, they what is it, go for like take us all for trips and tours and all, so that we come out again, return with a fresh mind and rejuvenating mind. And it gives more happiness also being with everyone, that whole team, irrespective of our positions and all. So whether you're uplines or any other like downlines or anyone cross lines. So in my point of view, I would feel that my listening skills are not that great. So I would like to improve there and be more like listening to the other person and understand them, being more compassionate, and also like being empathetic also. So all this like rewarding the followers or whatever it is, like recognizing them whenever we achieve everything. That is what a leadership this thing is important enough. So I would feel that like these points really help us to be a great leader, and I would try to inculcate them in every walk of my life. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Radhika. Over to you, Haima.
Yeah, great afternoon, one and all. So this is Haimati Sudarshan. So from this chapter, what I have learned is like building the relationship. So in this chapter, Peter would be saying like he would be like counting on the mistakes people are doing. Whenever they do the mistake, then they correct them. So that was the company was doing. So then Julian has said to count the small achievements people are doing. So like that, if we start, then we look everyone in a positive note. I hope so. Means everyone does positives in a single day. So we need to appreciate the small things, so that we could be encouraging the people to do more. So that's what I thought of implementing, the first thing. And the second thing is, every time we are all conversing with other person, we are very much eager to answer them. like we are building the answer before their conversation finishes. So I am very much poor in that. I'm very I'm not patient enough to listen from the other person. So even Sudarshan said the second time the same thing, I will be stopping him not to explain anything. So because ఒకసారి వినడమే కష్టం మళ్ళీ రెండోసారి చెప్తావా, that kind of things I do. So I just thought of making myself a good listener and empathetic listener. So I want to be in their shoes and analyze the things. If I'm giving the solution, I would be always thinking from my point of view. I'm not going to their place. So now I just thought of going to their place and give the solutions. So that is the second thing. Yes, as a third ritual says, listening, like with the reaching the hearts. So that's what a good visionary leader is to be. So I just want to implement these two things. Small achievements ni recognize chesi, we need to appreciate, and you should be a good listener, and you need to reach the people genuinely. So this is the thing. Arun, thank you so much for the call. Great call and very interactive call. Thank you.
So anyone from your team?
Yeah, no one. I think Mansa is there. If he want to share, she can raise. Mansa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Mansa.
Hi all, this is Mansa. I'm from Challapalli, Krishna district, launched by Dr. Divya and my coaches are Haiman Sudarshan garu. And కమింగ్ టు అరుణ్ గారు, ప్రెజెంటేషన్ చాలా బాగుందండి. అండ్ ఇవన్నీ చూసినప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఆల్రెడీ మనం అన్ని ఇవన్నీ చేస్తున్నాం కదా, ఓకే వీఆర్ ఎంపతి అనేది మనం ఎప్పుడు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నాం మన క్లయింట్స్ తో. అండ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒకటి చెప్పాలంటే, ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ క్లయింట్ కాల్డ్ నవీనా. షీ ఈస్ డూయింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ లాస్ట్ 1 month. She is my friend's friend. She called her and told that Mansa is very patient. She's taking care of me like her sister, and she is telling me everything about the diet and all. And even 11 కి కాల్ చేసిన 12 కి కాల్ చేసిన తను నా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్ని చేస్తుంది, ఏం చెప్పినా వింటుంది జాగ్రత్తగా అని చెప్తుందంట. షీ కాల్డ్ మీ అండ్ టోల్డ్ దట్, అండ్ ఆల్ క్రెడిట్స్ గోస్ టు హై మ్యామే చెప్పారు ఇట్లా మనం ఎంపతి ఎప్పుడు చూపించాలి వాళ్ళకి. సో దట్, అండ్ ఇవాళ కూడా తను కాల్ చేసింది నాకు, మాన్సా ఇట్లా నాకు కాన్స్టిపేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం లాగా అనిపించింది, నైట్ ఇట్లా అనిపించింది అంటే నేను నైట్ చెప్పాను తనకి, టేక్ 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or ghee like that, you will feel relieved. Morning ki she felt relieved, so that she called me, today I'm in office and I feel very relieved. Thank you so much Mansa ala cheppindi. Thank you so much for these kind of sessions. We are very happy and very thankful for you all this doing these sessions. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mansa. So, any other leader? We have ample time to discuss. So, we'll start with Shiva.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This leadership, in terms of leadership, we can understand that every time, like even our business, our opportunity, we say that we don't build the business, we build the people. So that is how we can go in any leadership ladder, I can say that. And even as a leader, it was told that like once your leadership or behavior comes out. Okay, how you behave with you.
వాయిస్ కొద్దిగా క్రాక్ అవుతుంది.
Is it clear now?
అలానే కొద్దిగా క్రాక్ అవుతుంది.
Okay, so let Humera complete. So after that, I'll
Yeah.
just go.
Yes, Humera.
Yeah, good afternoon, Arun. Thank you for this presentation. Very nice presentation and lot of learnings. So just before this call, I did HPH with you, like that I'm interrupting you. So listen, sir, like this. సో అంటే స్టార్టింగ్ ఉన్నంత వరకు అయితే లేదు. స్టార్టింగ్ ఏంటంటే నాదే వినాలి, ఇది అవుతుంది, ఇట్లా చెప్తున్నారు క్లయింట్స్ అన్నీ టక 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 చెప్పేస్తుండే అనమాట. సో అనిత చెప్తుంది కొద్దిగా విను ముందు మీరా ఏంది అనేది, అంటే సో ఇప్పటివరకు చాలా మాటికి అది కంట్రోల్ అనేది నేను చేసుకున్నాను. సో, ఇంకా అది నేను కంట్రోల్ చేయాలి, వినాలి. అండ్ ఫ్రమ్ క్లయింట్స్ ఆల్సో వెన్ దే ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ డూయింగ్ కాల్స్ లైక్ 10 టైమ్స్, 15 టైమ్స్ ఎవ్రీ డే. సో, ఐ యూజ్డ్ టు సే దట్ యెస్, ఒక్కటేసారి అన్నీ అడిగేయండి అన్నట్టు అట్లా చెప్తుండే. బట్ పేషెన్స్‌గా మంచి రిలేషన్‌షిప్ బిల్డ్ చేసి వాళ్ళతో నేను యాజ్ ఎ ఎంపథెటిక్‌గా వాళ్ళు ఒక ట్రస్ట్‌ని మన దగ్గర వస్తారు ట్రస్ట్‌తో. సో, వాళ్ళకి అది నేను జస్టిస్ చేయాలి అని అది ఒకటి లెర్నింగ్. And when we came back from trip, so when we are in train, that another coach, my kids went and they are going and playing in that coach. So at night time లైటింగ్స్ కనిపిస్తాయి కదా బయట ట్రైన్ నుంచి. అది చూడు చూడు అనిత మేడం ఇల్లు, అది రమ వాళ్ళ ఇల్లు, అది అరుణ్ సన్ చూడు, అది ఎటు వెళ్తున్నారు అన్నట్టు పిల్లలు చెప్తా ఉన్నారు అనమాట ఆ కోచ్ వాళ్ళకి, పక్కన ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి. వాళ్ళు వచ్చి నాకు అడుగుతున్నారు, ఈ అనిత ఎవరు, అరుణ్ ఎవరు, అట్లా. అంటే మనం ఈ కమ్యూనిటీలో ఎలా రిలేషన్షిప్ బిల్డ్ చేసామంటే పిల్లలు కూడా దానికి ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు. అంటే అంత డెప్త్గా వాళ్ళు ఒక రిలేషన్ ఉంది వాళ్ళకి అనేది వాళ్ళకి సెక్యూరిటీ లాగా అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే నార్మల్గా ఇంట్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళ గురించి చెప్తారు, వాళ్ళ ఇల్లు ఉంది, ఇళ్ళల్లు ఉందని. కానీ బట్ మన కమ్యూనిటీ గ్యాదరింగ్ వల్ల పిల్లలకి కూడా పాజిటివ్ ఇంపాక్ట్ అనేది వస్తుంది. వాళ్ళు ఫ్రీడమ్గా వాళ్ళు ఏదున్నా చెప్తున్నారనమాట. ఇట్లా అప్రిసియేట్ చేశారు అంటే మా అమ్మాయి చెప్తుంది, అందరు నాకు క్యూట్ ఉంది చెప్పారు కదా అమ్మ అని చాలా హ్యాపీ ఫీల్ అవుతుంది అనమాట అట్లా కూడా చెప్పుకొని. సో షీఈ్ ఆల్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ షీ రివైజింగ్ ఆఫ్టర్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ట్రిప్. సో ఈ కమ్యూనిటీలో రావడం వల్ల ఇవన్నీ మేము కాకుండా మా పిల్లలు కూడా నేర్చుకుంటున్నారని చాలా సరే అది ఒక టేక్ అవేస్ తీసుకున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ అరుణ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్.
Thank you, Mira. So, can we have from Jagan? Jagan, unmute చేసుకోవచ్చు.
One second. Yeah. Good afternoon, all. This is Jagan. Yeah, fantastic presentation, Arun. Yeah, as you explained, we have to empathetic with the people. Normally, we will lose that actually. In professional career, normally we don't follow that. You see, in any organization or any manager, rather than leader, manager, they don't be empathic. Normally, they will play with the authority and they will handle the things. But here, 100% it is very much needed to move forward in this community. If you want to move forward, or you have to show as a leader, definitely empathy should be the main key to move forward. Arun. Yeah, fantastic presentation, and you take it through very interactive way, and it reaches to the people. Thank you very much, Arun.
Yeah, thank you, Jagan. Yes, Shiva.
Yeah. So as I was telling that relationship is very important. అంటే మన empathy మనం create చేసుకోవాలి అంటే, so first of all we must have a strong relationship with our people. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే మన leadership లో మన మనకంటే పైకి select అనేది కాదు. సో మనతో కింది వాళ్ళతో మనం ఎలా ఉంటాం అనేది దట్ షోస్ అవర్ ట్రూ లీడర్షిప్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో లీడర్షిప్ అండ్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే చాలా సార్లు మనం ఎమోషనల్ గా ఉండి సో అవతల వాళ్ళని మనం డామినేట్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేసే కొన్నిసార్లు మనం వి మే లూజ్ స్లీప్. బట్ అలా కాకుండా నో మ్యాటర్ అంటే వాళ్ళ సైడ్ నుంచి అర్థం చేసుకొని అంటే ఎందుకంటే ఒక పర్సన్ మన దగ్గరికి వస్తున్నాడు అని అంటే వేరే ఇది ఒక 15 years నుంచి ఇటు సైడ్ రావాలి అని అంటే ఇటు సైడ్ వచ్చి దాంట్లో బిలీఫ్ నమ్మకం క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలంటే ఆబ్వియస్లీ మనం చెప్పే మాటలతో కంటే కూడా మనం ఇచ్చే రిలేషన్షిప్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. వీ కెనాట్ ఇన్స్పైర్ ద పీపుల్ అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఇన్స్పైర్ చేయొచ్చు. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి ఈవెన్ లాస్ట్ 3 days నుంచి చూస్తుంటే ఆ టైంలో అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి అంత వెళ్ళి చూస్తూ చేస్తూ సీట్ చేసేసుకున్నాను ప్రతి ప్రాసెస్ తీసుకుంటే అండ్ అసలు అంటే ఎంత ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గా ఉంది. సో అంటే ట్రూ లీడర్షిప్ లో మనం చాలాసార్లు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, నువ్వు ఇది చేయాలి ఇట్లా ఇది చేయాలి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాం. బట్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ మనము మన యొక్క రిలేషన్షిప్ తోటి, మన యొక్క స్ట్రాంగ్ కమిట్మెంట్ తోటి, మన ఎంపతి తోటి, సో వీ కెన్ ఇన్స్పైర్ ద పీపుల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ హౌ ట్రూ రెస్పెక్ట్ యువర్ టెలింగ్ దట్ అబౌట్ ద ఎస్టీఎంఐ. సో ఎంపతి అనగానే మనము అండర్స్టాండ్ what situation they were growing through. So definitely, this especially this particular leadership topic will be an eye opener for every leader for us. Like మనలో ఉన్న లీడర్ కి ఖచ్చితంగా ఇది ఒక ఐ ఓపెనర్ లాంటిది ఈ సెషన్ అయితే. So definitely we take forward these works in the future. So this is my observation and my takeaways. That's it.
Thank you, Shiva. So we have 3 more minutes. If anyone wants to share, can raise a hand. Presentation కొద్దిగా తొందరగా ఫినిష్ అయినట్టుంది. Yes, Sharda. 30 seconds.
Yeah, good afternoon, Arun. The voice is audible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. దీంట్లో చాలా టేక్అవేస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఫస్ట్ నేను కొంచెం క్లయింట్స్ లో మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ కొంచెం తక్కువ చేస్తున్నానని అనిపిస్తుంది. అది కొంచెం ఎక్కువ బిల్డ్ చేసుకోవాలి అన్నట్టు తెలిసింది. ఇంకొకటి, ఏదైనా మనం గెట్ టుగెదర్ అట్లా చేసేటప్పుడు మా ఇద్దరి కంటే ముందు మా అబ్బాయి ఫస్ట్ మనం వెళ్దాము, మనమే ఫస్ట్ వెళ్దాము, చూద్దాము, చేద్దాం, మాట్లాడదాము అని ఫస్ట్ వాడు ఉంటాడు అనమాట. అది కొంచెం మంచిగా అనిపించింది అనమాట. తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు లీడర్షిప్ మనం మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు మనం తీసుకొచ్చే వాళ్ళను మనం ఒక పేరెంట్ గా మనం పేరెంట్ గా ఉంటూ వాళ్ళు మన సన్ గాని డాటర్ గా ట్రీట్ చేసుకుంటూ మనం వాళ్ళని హెల్త్ ఇష్యూస్ నుంచి రివర్స్ చేయాలి అన్నట్టుగా చేస్తే ఇంకా బెటర్ గా మనకు రిలేషన్షిప్ బాండింగ్ అనేది వస్తుంది అనమాట. దట్స్ ఆల్.
Yeah. So thank you, Sharda. Yes, Govardhan. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Good afternoon. It's a totally interact session. This is but we need to better learning points. One is building human relationship, about the empathy with clients, and although relationship with the coaches, everything. మీరు చెప్పింది ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ కొన్ని ఇంప్లికేషన్ ఆల్రెడీ అప్లై జరుగుతూ ఉన్నాయి. దీస్ ఆర్ మై టేక్ అవే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Govardhan. So yeah, so as it is the time, so thank you so much for the call, and tomorrow we have another speaker continuing third ritual of leadership wisdom. So till then, have a nice day.